This is a game changer for this truck. Check those out. Alright guys, we are back on the 55 truck this week. If you have been following the channel for a little while, you know we've got to get this truck ready to go to Sick Smokies. Sick Smokies is a drag and drive event that's put on by Sick the Mag. Tom Bailey and all of that crew are putting on this. It's like a week-long, 7-day event, drag and drive event, where we're going to go track to track, race at each track each day, and then there's a specified route of a certain amount of mileage between each one of these tracks that you have to follow. So this truck will be raced and driven through all of that. We have a few things that we want to do beforehand. The first of them is putting in a set of seats into this truck. Right now we have the stock seat bottom with an aluminum back here, if you can pull it forward. A very thin aluminum back that has just been covered with the same material as the seat bottom so that it kind of matches. The reason we had to do this is because this cab's not very big and we're pretty tall guys. I'm 6 foot tall, Dad's probably 6'2", 3', 4", or something like that. So there's not a ton of extra room in these trucks at all. So the original seat back was 7 inches thicker than this seat back. So it basically put the steering wheel in our chest and our knees in our chest trying to drive this thing. So what we did to get ready for Power Tour so we could actually drive it was putting in this aluminum seat back. We just put some Zoots tabs in here and we have it held in that way, and that gained us the room that we needed to drive this thing. Now we're going to version 3 of this. So we are going to remove this seat bottom, which is very squishy, very bouncy. You can see how the truck is right now with that very stiff rear suspension. It's like riding a basketball all the time whenever you're riding in this thing. And the side of this seat is actually kind of broken down. So to ride in the passenger seat is pretty miserable because you're sitting like this, like all the time. So let's get into what we are going to replace this with and what we're going to have to do to kind of get all this stuff figured out. So we have purchased a set of Kirky Racing Fabrication seats, very well known brand of racing seats. These are kind of the lightweight versions of these. They're 18.5 inches wide, which is plenty wide enough for both of us to pretty comfortably sit in. And you can see aluminum, but the cool thing is that we got these seat covers that also came from Kirky. If you look at these seat covers, they snap on. So you can see these quick snaps here. You can see this is just a material, just kind of a leather-ish material, but there is padding built into here and the seat bottom and here at your legs. So these things are actually really comfortable to sit in, and so that's what we're going to replace this seat base and all of this with. That will get rid of all this squish that this seat base has. It's going to let us remove this metal seat base that's in here, remove this whole frame structure. It's going to give us a little bit of weight reduction as well as gaining us even more room, because we should be able to move this seat back a couple inches, get a little further back. So it's going to let us sit a little lower and a little further back, which is going to make this a lot more comfortable. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all this stuff out, seat belts and everything, and we're going to kind of mock up these new Kirky seats. Alright, we've got it mocked up in here. You can see it's sitting on this metal seat frame that exists in here with a set of 2x4s, and Dad's in it, and you can see we've gained probably 4 inches or so on the height, and that's so we're gaining some clearance there on our helmet and everything where that's going to be, and you're gaining probably 1.5 to 2 inches, give or take, maybe, yeah, probably about 2 inches on the back of it. And that just completely changes your driving position in here. Makes you feel so much more comfortable. Makes your feet better and everything. And this seat just is extremely comfortable, especially with the padding and everything in it. So that's kind of what we need to take some measurements on and make sure we get it in that position the best that we possibly can. All right, we didn't realize it, but there was 4 bolts holding this in, holding in the sliders, but also holding in this whole seat base. So I thought all of that was one piece, but this seat base was bolted in with the sliders. You can see where it was bolted into these tabs here and here. So we're not sure. It seems that somebody's maybe modified this to add sliders in or something. I'm not sure. It was like that when we got this truck, so I don't know exactly what they've done there. But it got us up to this point now now we're trying to make the decision: do we maybe keep part of this, all of it, build the mount out of this frame somewhat, or I don't know. But so we're kind of brainstorming that still. But I wanted to show you that came out like that. All right, guys, we spent a ton of time going back and forth, cutting some different stuff, trying to figure out the best way to go about mounting this, or at least the best way that we think to do it. I'll save you all the cutting and the back and forth process, but let me show you what we got and what we came up with. So we went through a few different rounds of materials, using some variations of that aluminum there and some like 2x1 rectangular steel tubing. What we come up with is this is 1x1 metal tubing. It's like a 80 thousandths wall thickness on it, and it's going to kind of end up being this structure right here. This tube goes down to the floor. This tube is mounted to this tab that's welded into the seat base here, and then this bar runs this whole length. This will get cut off. We have it too long right now, but we'll cut it off somewhere about right here. This will let us come up with 3 tabs in 3 different positions on this seat and bolt through the side of the seat, which will get this extremely rigidly put in place. When we cut this off, we won't have anything sticking out past the front of the seat here, so you won't catch your leg on anything. We maintain the rigidity that's in the floor by leaving this structure in there. And so that's kind of what we're thinking. We're going to use this over on the other side. On the front, we'll just have a tube that goes all the way to the floor. We're going to weld this tube to this flange and to the floor. We'll weld this tab to this flange all the way around, and then we'll weld those tabs to this 1x bar that runs the length of the truck, and we'll have those tabs mounted up in it. And so that's what we're planning, and that's what we've come up with. Now we have to kind of finish cutting it. We're going to pull this out, tack this up, and get it ready to go in here. Then from there we can work our way to the other side of the seat. Dad got this one welded up. That's for the driver's side, but you can see it fits very nicely here on the passenger side, which we expected. So we're going to go ahead and build another one just like this, and then we can start working on the inner sides of the mounts. You can see I've already got in here. I'm going to put the camera in here because it was a dusty, terrible mess. Ground all this away so that we kind of get everything cleaned up and ready to go. Then once we do this, I can do the same thing on this side, and we can get everything cleaned out before we get in here to weld. But just wanted to let you know that this one is going to work very neatly right there. Alright, we got the other side of this mocked up how we want it. That kind of fits on the front of this. That's going to get welded to that upright. Same deal back here. It will also get welded to the upright flange back here and to the floor. So we're going to go ahead and pull this guy back out. These are extremely close, like not even a part of a bubble off from each other. Should be just about right. We're going to pull this guy back out, and then we can go ahead and weld up this and then bring it back in here and be ready to weld up this other side. I'm going to go ahead and cut some of our dynamite out here on this side so I can go ahead and grind all this, sand all that, and get it ready to go. So then once we have that done, all I've got to do is cut 2 more of these or cut a set of these, and we'll have the 4 structures done, and we just got to make some tabs to bolt the seat to it. So we got our tabs cut out. This is how we're going to mount this thing. Got those cut out, got some holes drilled in them, and Dad got them tacked on here. These are for the other side of it. We've got the other side of the truck, the driver's side, we've got it mocked up here right now. You can see those tabs, we got some clamps on them to hold the seat. We're just taking like major precautions here to try and make sure we've got everything leveled up square, so we don't have to drill more holes than we need in the seat or have to try and do something different with the brackets down here. And those are how those kind of ended up there. So we're like being super cautious. I know it's so unlike us to be like super cautious before we do something. But we're going to probably tack these legs in next, and then we'll be able to test fit the seat, and then we can drill the holes because those tabs already have them in there, and we can bolt this thing up. So those are held in place. We took our clamps loose. It had rocked backwards just a little, so we took our clamps loose, got it here on this flat, which is where we wanted it. Our tabs are sticking up here in the seat. We've got basically just enough gap here on the cab that we can fish this upholstery down behind it. So basically that right there is going to be touching the cab, which is what we want. We want to gain every bit of room that we possibly can out of this. So now we're at the point, we've got this thing clamped in 3 spots. We're going to drill a hole in that seat through the tab. I'll go on that side and show you. So we're going to drill a hole through that, and we were lucky. We had some button head 5/16 bolt we're going to use on that. But we'll go ahead and get these 4 holes drilled, and man, all we got lacking is welding this thing in. Dad forgot to weld the tabs on before we welded these in here. So we're probably going to get them made now. We got our bolts put in here in all 4 corners. These turned out really nice. Time to try it out. We think?
Yep.
Certainly looks better.
Looks better from in here too.
Comfortable? Is that where we got it where we wanted it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's.
You can see Dad's taller than me. His legs are longer. You can see, if we were laughing about it, if he had cruise control, straighten your leg out, you could just about like sit here with both of your legs outstretched, you know, if you really wanted to, which is just, if you've ever been in the cabs of one of these 50s model trucks, it's just impossible to achieve this without what we've done here.
Unless you cut the cab.
Unless you cut the cab, exactly. But I mean, this seat bottom is so thick, and the seat back, the original seat back was so crazy thick, you could never achieve this. And this is going to be really nice for going down the road, but it's also going to work really well at the drag strip. Way more containment. We are planning to put a hoop in this, so we'll have a harness bar. So I mean, like, it's just going to work way better all around for what we're trying to do here with this truck. Nothing under this, is there?
Huh?
There's nothing like right under this floor, is there?
Probably.
Okay.
Where's the frame? The fuel line's running right through the frame.
Through the frame though, but not
Yeah,
above
through the
it,
frame,
so yeah,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, we should be fine. By the way, we did unhook the battery and unplugged all 3 plugs on the computer and the transmission controller because we were concerned about some sort of backfeed causing trouble with the computers. So anyway, better safe than sorry on something like this. All of that's disconnected before we ever started welding any of this stuff. I'm sure these fumes are good to be breathing. I said, I'm sure these fumes are good to be breathing.
Yeah.
All right, second verse, same as the first. We got this one mocked in here. We just set those in there and got our clamps on here onto our tabs. Got this basically where we want it. We're going to tack up our frame again, and then we'll adjust the seat just minimally, and it'll be good. Hi, bud. I'll turn it off in just a minute. Got it bolted up, mounted in place. we sat down in it, and it's amazing how different it feels. I'll try and get you to where you're right with me. So I'm so used to part of it was because this seat here, the old seat was kind of broken down on this right side, so I would scoot a little closer to the center of the truck to kind of get away from that. And like now I'm sitting so far over that it threw me off when I first sat down in the truck. It was completely different to what I was so used to. But man, they're exactly the same place, the same distance from the doors and everything. And it's gonna be just super comfortable to ride in this thing now. So all right, Dad's gonna weld up these posts, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next thing for this week. Whew! We have all 4 seat brackets in place, mounted up. You can see how good those turned out. Those are all sitting at that same angle. Got our welds here, all the way around here in various places, where he's got everything stitched in. Looks really good. Got to haze a little paint on these just to keep them from rusting, basically. I can't wait to get these seats bolted in and just try it out. Even just set in it with both of them. I think I'm going to throw those in right now so that we can see what they look like together. We got them bolted up in here, and you can see just how good those turned out. Now don't be looking too closely around there, because this is part 1 of a 2-part deal. So you got to come back next week, hit subscribe, follow along for next week. We're going to finish and redo the whole interior in this truck on top of having these seats in it. And we're going to take this thing out for its first official drive with the new Kirkies in it. So we appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit like on this video if you liked it, if you learned something, if you like what we did, let us know. If you want to see more or want to know more about what we did, maybe we didn't cover it in the detail that you wanted, also put that in the comments, let us know. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram and all the places that you're supposed to follow people whenever they're doing this stuff. You guys know that. You don't need me to tell you, but they tell me I need to tell you. So there we are. Make sure you come back next week. We're going to finish up the interior in this truck, and you guys, I'm telling you, it's like a completely different truck. We cannot believe it. So do all those things, and we'll see you next week.